Hi, welcome on to Arsenal Fan TV, and this is the aftermath. Well, I'm still buzzing. I'm still buzzing after yesterday's game. Arsenal versus Spurs, North London derby, as big as it gets. And what a performance by Arsenal. What a brilliant performance. It wasn't the usual 5-2, loads of goals all over the place. It was the classic Arsenal, 1-0 to the Arsenal. But what I liked about the victory yesterday was the way in which we ground it out. First of all, first half I thought we were brilliant. You know, they had a bit of possession. They were hurting us a bit down the left and right hand side. But once we got to grips with that, it was all Arsenal. And we got the goal. Olivier Giroud again. Listen, special word for Giroud yesterday. He was absolutely brilliant. Not only his goal, which he took brilliantly, but the way in which he held a ball up, the way in which he got back in defence. I mean, his all-round game yesterday was absolutely outstanding. I said it at the end of last season that I predicted that this guy's going to get even better this season. He had a good season last year. Got criticised a lot, very unfairly, because he had a good, for your first season in the Premier League to score like 15 goals, he had a good season. This season, I think he's going to kick on. He seems to be scoring every week at the moment, and I think he will continue to do so because the guy is a good player. He's not Thierry Henry, but he's a very good player, and I was really pleased for him and his performance, and he seems to always turn up in these North London derbies. But great performance by him yesterday. He got the goal, and we were just all over them in the first half. We could have had more goals in the first half if we took our chances. We didn't. They came back into it in the second half. You know, they had a lot of possession towards the end of the game, but Arsenal's defending was absolutely magnificent. I mean, a lot of times in those type of games, you would have seen Arsenal in the past crumble, and it would have been a draw. You know, but yesterday I just felt like from set pieces we were excellent. You know, I saw players there throwing themselves at the ball, getting blocks in. I mean, Matthew Flamini, again, a player that I was criticising the signing of last week. I may have to eat my words if he plays like that every week. He was excellent yesterday. He came on, he had that fighting spirit. He was putting himself about. Brilliant performance by him. And overall, an excellent performance by Arsenal. 1-0 to the Arsenal. And the support yesterday, the atmosphere in that stadium yesterday, I'm telling you, it was absolutely brilliant. The whole place, top and bottom, was absolutely buzzing. You could not fault anything regarding the support yesterday. As a matter of fact, the Spurs fans were really quiet. After that first goal winning, they just went really quiet because they could just see that they weren't going to win that game. That's what I felt. Let's talk a bit about Spurs as well. They spent a lot of money, right? They bought in a lot of players. But I was saying to somebody yesterday that although they bought in a lot of players, I wasn't fearful of Spurs like I've been, say, last year. Because I didn't think that they had that game-changing player in their team. In the past, they've had Gareth Bale, who of course they've sold now to Real Madrid, but they had Bale. Bale's a guy that could take the game by the scruff of the neck and produce something out of nothing. I didn't see a player that they had out there yesterday that could do that. They've had Modric. They've had Van der Vaart. The guys that they've brought in now, they brought in some good players. I was quite impressed with Paulinho. But are they of that stature? I don't think so. And even though they've spent a lot of money, I think with Bale gone, that team is not as strong as it was going to be last year. Bale did great things for them. And I think, yeah, they've got overall a stronger team, but they seem to have a lot of very similar type of players. And Arsenal, again, passed them off the park. You know, and I don't know. I'm just feeling still buzzing, and I'm confident that there's no way this season that Tottenham are going to finish above Arsenal. No way. Let me get into some of the tweets. Number one Gooner said, my first North London derby, and what a game it was. Hopefully we can push on and bring the Premier League trophy back to where it belongs. Hear, hear. Buddy says, massive win yesterday for the Arsenal boys. My favourite part was when like 5 guys were defending against Soldado's shot in the box. That was brilliant. At the end there, I was nervous. The ball was bobbling about, but the way in which All of the Arsenal players were all back, throwing themselves in front of the ball, getting blocks in. Brilliant. Haven't seen that for a long time at Arsenal. If they show that sort of fighting spirit this year, we're going to go very far. The Gunner says, I thought Arsenal performed very well. Our midfield showed a strong bond and partnership with Giroud delivering the goods. That's about sums it up. This also sums it up here from Arsenal comments. He says, Arsenal spent, before that game, 0. Tottenham, 109 million. Arsenal 1, Tottenham 0. Enough said, he says. Like that one. Bojan says, in Bosnia, we were so pessimistic about this game, but this has given us new hope. And I agree with you. Arsenal, since that opening day defeat and all the criticism, you've got to give those players 100% credit. And the manager. Heavily criticised. Tricky, difficult game against Fenerbahce. Dealt with it over both legs. Difficult game against Fulham. I don't care what no one says. If you've lost your first game of the season, the last place you want to be going away is to Fulham. Fulham turn over Chelsea there. They've turned us over there before. It's not an easy place to go. We dominated and won that game. And again yesterday, beating Spurs in the North London derby. Full credit to the team. Henry Arsenal said we played better, created more chances, great team spirit as well. The midfield is a class above Tottenham in creativity. I agree with that as well. Santi Cazorla creating, Wilshere before he went off. You know, even Ramsey, there's a lot of creativity in our midfield. Whereas you looked at Spurs, a lot of similar players, Capoue, Paulinho, good strong players, but not lots of creativity. I know they brought in Christian Eriksen, but not on the same level as what we've got. And Omar Khan says you have to give Flamini a lot of credit. He showed a lot of character and aggression, something Arsenal have been missing for a long time now. There's without doubt, it was an excellent start for Flamini. I don't know if we're going to get a defensive midfielder in. It looks like we might have settled on Flamini. Maybe, I don't know who else we'll bring, but excellent performance by Matthew Flamini yesterday. Let us know what you thought of the performance in the comments below. I'm still buzzing. If you went to that North London derby yesterday, I want you to, in the comments, right, to give me your experience, especially if it's the first one you've ever been to. But if you went to the derby yesterday, because I thought the atmosphere yesterday was so good. If we could only have that every week at the Emirates, I'll tell you, it was unbelievable. If you just give us your experience of the North London derby if you went to that game yesterday. Even if you didn't go to the game, wherever you was watching it, I want to know how you felt. I want to read through those comments and just get a real flavour of how you felt, because I'm still buzzing now and it's the day after. Well done to Arsenal. We're off to a decent start. I know we lost the first game, but now we're off to a decent start. And I think it's onwards and upwards from here. Thank you for watching The Aftermath. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like it. As I always say, t-shirts are on sale. We need the money. Help us with the petrol here and there. Let's see my cameraman laughing at me there. And just keep watching. Thanks for all the love that everybody's been showing. We even got a big up the other day from Piers Morgan, of all people, saying to follow this channel. So we can't be doing all that bad, can we? Thank you for following Arsenal Fan TV, and we're going to keep working hard.
Arsenal Fan TV. Big win. This is Coogan Cassius for Arsenal Fan TV. With me, I've got the founder of Arsenal Fan TV, lifelong Arsenal fan, Robin Lyle, aka Robbie from Arsenal Fan TV. What's happening? 1-0 to the Arsenal. What's going on?
Family. No. Family. 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 Family.